Christians have long been wary of the mainstream media, and for good reason. The motivations behind the reporting and presentation of news by these outlets are often at odds with the values and principles of the Christian faith. In recent years, this distrust has grown as the media has become increasingly secular and liberal in its outlook. As a result, Christians cannot trust the motivations of the mainstream media, as they often prioritize sensationalism, ideology, and profit over objective truth and fairness. One major reason for this distrust is the media's blatant bias against Christianity. Mainstream media outlets often portray Christians as intolerant, bigoted, and out of touch with modern society. This is particularly evident in their coverage of issues like abortion, gay marriage, and religious freedom. The media tends to amplify the voices of those who oppose Christian values while marginalizing or ignoring the perspectives of Christians themselves. This creates a distorted narrative that reinforces negative stereotypes about Christianity and reinforces the idea that Christians are somehow less deserving of respect and tolerance. Furthermore, the mainstream media has a history of targeting Christians and Christian organizations for criticism and ridicule. This can be seen in the way they cover stories about Christian leaders, churches, and ministries. The media often focuses on scandals and controversies, while ignoring the many positive contributions that Christians make to society. For example, they may devote extensive coverage to a single instance of misconduct by a Christian leader, while barely mentioning the countless acts of charity, compassion, and service that are performed by Christians every day. This imbalance creates a skewed perception of Christianity and reinforces the notion that Christians are hypocritical and self-serving. Another reason Christians cannot trust the motivations of the mainstream media is their tendency to prioritize sensationalism over substance. In order to attract viewers and boost ratings, the media often resorts to clickbait headlines, exaggerated reporting, and emotional manipulation. This can lead to the spread of misinformation and the perpetuation of false narratives, which can be particularly damaging when it comes to sensitive topics like faith and morality. The media's obsession with controversy and scandal also creates a culture of outrage and division, where Christians are often portrayed as the villains and their values are ridiculed and dismissed. In addition, the mainstream media has a clear ideological agenda that is at odds with Christian values. Many media outlets are openly hostile to traditional Christian teachings on issues like marriage, family, and human life. They often promote the secular, progressive worldview that sees Christianity as a relic of the past and Christians as a threat to social progress and equality. This ideology is reflected in the way they frame stories, select guests and experts, and present information. It is also evident in their silence on issues that are important to Christians, such as religious persecution, abortion, and the erosion of moral values. Finally, the commercial nature of the mainstream media also raises concerns about their motivations. The media is a business, and like any business, it is driven by a desire to make a profit. This can lead to a focus on stories and topics that are likely to attract large audiences and generate revenue, rather than those that are truly important or deserving of attention. As a result, the media often prioritizes entertainment over education and sensation over substance. This creates a culture of superficiality and distraction, where serious issues are reduced to sound bites and Christians are often relegated to the margins. In conclusion, Christians cannot trust the motivations of the mainstream media because of their bias, sensationalism, ideology, and commercialism. The media's priorities and values are often at odds with those of the Christian faith, and their reporting and presentation of news can be misleading, distorted, and unfair. As a result, Christians must be discerning and critical in their consumption of media, seeking out alternative sources of information and perspectives that reflect their values and principles. By doing so, they can stay informed, engaged, and equipped to navigate the complexities of modern society, while also upholding the integrity and truth of the Christian faith.